Okay, so I've received some requests to talk about Tyler Robinson. So yesterday began a preliminary hearing. This is not his trial. This is just a preliminary hearing. It's supposed to go for 5 days. This is just where the state says, here's the evidence we have against him. And the judge has to decide if there's probable cause. Like, is there enough here to take this young man to trial? For those of you who don't know, Tyler Robinson, who's 23 years old, is the accused killer of Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk was killed last September on the Utah Valley University campus where he was attending, and it was an outdoor event, but he was attending one of his debate style events that he does. And there was a large crowd, and he was rushed to the hospital where he was later declared dead. Now, Tyler Robinson has been charged with, there's 7 different charges. So here they are. Aggravated murder, which is a first-degree felony in Utah. The discharge of a firearm, which is also a first-degree felony in Utah. There are 2 counts of obstruction of justice. These are second-degree felonies. 2 counts of tampering with a witness, which are third-degree felonies. And then there is a misdemeanor count of violence committed in the presence of a child. I may have to make a separate video just on that one alone because that one needs to be explored further, but those are the 7 counts against him. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. And I've said this before. If I'm on a jury and there is a case that happens to be largely circumstantial, I can find my way with circumstantial evidence. I believe circumstantial evidence is very important, and I can probably find my way to guilty if needed if there's no physical evidence. But in a death penalty case, I think you're going to have to give me a little bit more. Like, I'm going to need more proof that he did it in order for me to find him guilty. At this point, I do not know if Tyler Robinson did this or not. Tyler Robinson has not yet entered a plea. So perhaps after this preliminary hearing, now that he's seen what the prosecution's evidence is, he may enter a plea. We don't even know. He might plead guilty for all we know. I don't know. But he might say he's not guilty. And if this goes to trial, what I would say is I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch this preliminary hearing, and then I would watch the trial every day because I would want the prosecutor to prove to me this is the person who did it. I feel like there's a lot of controversy surrounding this one. There's a lot of other theories. Whatever theories you entertain, that's your business. But I'm sitting here today saying I'm not entirely sure that this is the person who's responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. So I would like to see the evidence against him. Prosecutors claim that they have DNA that links him to the suspected murder weapon that was found on the scene. They have investigators' testimony, and then they have some autopsy findings that we're going to see over the next 5 days. There's also rumor that he confessed in text messages and emails, but it doesn't sound like he ever confessed to this crime to the actual police. At least there doesn't seem to be any recording of it. That's what's weird, is that there's just no recordings of anything. Body cameras, the battery went out at just the wrong time. And so it all feels a tiny bit sketchy to me. Tyler Robinson is being defended by Kathy Nestor. If you recognize her, she was also the defense attorney in the Corey Richins trial, which was just a couple of months ago. Very busy lady. Back-to-back aggravated murder trials. Like, this is, maybe she's really good at time management. I do not know. The first witnesses took the stand yesterday. I'll cover a little bit more later today. I'll go watch some of the trial, and I'll come back later today with what their testimony looked like. But we are off and running, 5-day preliminary hearing. This is not Tyler Robinson's trial, but it does give us a little bit of foreshadow as to what we might see and the evidence that the prosecutor has against him. Coming back, I'll provide information as soon as I have more.